You go for Crossbridge, Canton Cologne, you go for Iron Hands, and even after that, it still hasn't had its, I think, marquee, finish yet. Could Dortmund be that one?
Yeah, both of these players here are setting up. Both players 4-0. On the right here, we have Koen Moors from the Netherlands. Looks like it's going to be his first time on stream, which is a fantastic achievement, particularly with the deck that, I very well versed and argued as the champion up against that Charizard there. But Benedetta Todaro, who has played Mew to a number of finishes here, a bit of a list of accomplishments so far in the game. I know she's been playing Mew for quite some time. I've had quite a few conversations with her. I think she just kind of flashed that fusion energy there as well. So I know it's a fan favorite of yours, Shay.
Yeah, I love a little bit. That's the fusion energy dance, in case you're wondering. I love a bit of fusion energy. Do you know why you do that dance? If your opponent's playing Spirit Tomb and you put the fusion energy down, you're like, "Wee, guess who's drawing cards again?"
Yeah. That being said, it is going to be the DTE version, but it has that little splashing of the fusion to be able to handle the Spirit Tomb. That Fettered in Misfortune Spirit Tomb has been the crux of the Mew DTE decks of recent times, but it's a little innovation to include an Alyssa Sparkle alongside some Fusion Strike energy means they have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, because without that, you would be immediately fettered in misfortunes. You won't be able to use that Fusion Strike system, which means you're not really doing a great deal. But with those Fusion Strike energies, you can get around that Spirit Tomb. But I don't think Spirit Tomb's a card that Chen-Pao decks often play, to be honest. So I don't think Benedetta will have to be worried about that. We'll just be trying to use those energies to maybe power up a Mew VMAX to just attack, potentially. Yeah.
I mean, from Koen's side, he is playing the Kyogre in his list, so that's another option.
One? The
Just wanted to showcase it for you. So that has been one way that a lot of Lost Box Kyogre decks have been able to handle the Mew VMAX matchup as well, because Genesect tend to be a bit susceptible to the double KO there.
A bit susceptible? They are very susceptible. They got nothing about it. Let's look at these prize cards then. So we're going to see one Fusion Energy, one Path to the Peak, one Path to... And that Kyogre is in the prize cards there for Koen.
Yeah, speaking of that Kyogre there, hidden away, and the 2 Path to the Peaks could be impactful as we do kick off our round 5 of Dortmund Regionals. I think that was a mulligan draw there from Benedetta as Koen kicks us off with that Bidoof in the active spot. So let's see how Koen is going to be able to maneuver this turn 1 Nest Ball to kick things off.
Yeah, I know, as someone that's played a little bit of Chen-Pao myself, all you want to do is get, ideally a Bidoof down. If you're playing Barrel, you want to get Frigibax down, and ideally you try and get the Chen-Pao EX in the active so you can start to turn the temperature dial down a bit with that Shivery Chill and start to get those energies into the hand.
Yeah, going first here is quite vital for Koen, just so he can start setting up the board, of course, because he's always going to be facing a minimum 2 prizer on Benedetta's side. So just really needs to find 3 big KOs and potentially could run away with this victory. But of course, Benedetta playing Mew DT, a Mew VMAX DT list, has all of those disruption cards within the list alongside a Path to the Peak, like Judge, the Ionos, whilst dealing big damage with those Mew VMAX. So let's just see how this is going to play out as we do get the Radiant Greninja from the Nest Ball to kick things off here. Just double checking the prizes as well, of course. Vital nowadays.
Yeah, no, super, super important to be checking those prizes, especially when you're at 4-0. You don't want to be, making plays for cards that don't exist, well, at least available to you in your deck. So I think that's very fantastic there. And yeah, it's really interesting, the Chen-Pao into DT Mew matchup. It's almost like that first 2 prize KO doesn't really matter because you are going to have to end up going through 2 VMAX anyway. But, it's not a bad thing to do.
Well, maybe you don't have to. Maybe with the Kyogre in this list as well.
That's very true.
Sometimes could just burst down to the bottom of the deck and just find a way to maneuver past it without. But, having a big attacker in the Chen-Pao EX, using Hellblade, as you so correctly mentioned so many times, 60 times the number of water energies discarded from any of your Pokemon on your board, can just really rack up damage really quickly.
Yeah, and I guess let's actually do a little quick deck rundown for both players. So Chen-Pao loves to get that Baxcalibur into play at stage 2 because it has that ability Super Cold that lets you attach as many water energy as you like from your hand to your Pokemon. And Chen-Pao EX has that Shivery Chill ability that's going to be used as our main attacker. Just does 60 for each energy you choose to discard via its Hail Blade attack. And we also see the Kyogre Aqua Storm, which would do 50 for each card you discard from the top of your deck for each energy. You only discard up to 5. And then Iron Hands EX as well for 4 energy. 120 damage, but if you KO something with it, you get to take another prize card.
Yeah, a little bit less useful in this matchup here, as we do see the Frigibacks also hit the field. Pokestop coming down.
There we go.
Pokestop gone, Super Rod, and a Battle
got the VIP pass off the Pokestop. Alex, turn 1. Things you love to see.
The dream.
That is the dream.
Pokestop hit on turn 1. Exactly what Koen would be looking for, as he does target out potentially that Shenpao and another Frigibacks there, if I'm not mistaken, with that fantastic art as well.
They've got the fantastic artwork there for Koen. Love to see it. We are going to see an attach retreat into the Shivery Chill Chien-Pao EX. And I feel this is really important when you're playing Chien-Pao, to start to get these energies into your hand nice and early, because the worst place for energies to be as a Chien-Pao player is in the deck. If in the discard pile, you can utilize superior energy retrieval to get them back. If they're in your hand, well, you can just attach them. If they're in the deck, you're kind of struggling, so filter them out nice and early.
Yeah, just getting all the consistency, so leaving the good cards left in the deck, as it's just a pass over. Now, Benedetta, with that DTE version of Mew VMAX as a deck, does mean that there won't be an attack kicking us off here, unless there's an Energy Mix kind of thrown in to start some things off. But we do see the Battle VIP pass of her own. She'll be looking to try and utilize things like that Judge, like the Iono, alongside the Path to the Peak, to stop Chien-Pao being able to sort of get energies out of the deck. You know, once she's able to shuffle Koen's energies back into the deck, he has to go looking for them again, and without access to that ability, can be quite difficult.
It can get rough. This is Mew VMAX calling card right now, right? Because on paper, if Chien-Pao is left unchecked, they can easily win this matchup, right? Going for the 6 energy Hellblade twice is not actually traditionally that hard to do if Chien-Pao can just, operate. However, when you start to filter in turn 1 Judge, or turn 2 Iono, turn 3 Iono, maybe even a Roxanne, I don't think Benedetta is playing, but that could be an option as well. If you can just start throwing those out, all of a sudden, not only do you have to get a stage 2 out, as Benedetta has a second Battle VIP pass, love to see it. But yeah, so not only do you have to get your stage 2 out, you now have to find those energies again. You now have to try and stadium bump. You just end up asking so many questions of your opponent, and that's how Mew can sort of win these games that traditionally it has no right to.
That 100% there, and I think we see another Feather Ball for a Pokemon that has a 0 retreat cost coming down as well, utilized for both Mew V and Mew VMAX, but being able to get hopefully full value from those Fusion Strike systems, as there will be a full board of Fusion Strike Pokemon available to Benedetta here. So lots of options, lots of cards still to draw in this turn. I wonder if Benedetta will be looking to try and maybe disrupt that hand of Koen so far, if possible. Loads of energies that might have seen in the hand as well at the moment.
Yeah, I think if you can try and fire off turn 1 Judge here, because anytime your opponent, playing a Power Tablet, now that is interesting. We have to keep eye on Power Tablet count. You're going to see our first Fusion Strike system. A lot of ball search, not quite what we're after now. Ultra Ball obviously has the fantastic use in this deck of just getting cards out of your hand so you can redraw your Fusion Strike system. And one thing I'd actually be interested to see is if Benedetta opts to go for the Pokestop, because DTE Mew traditionally is a deck that plays a lot of item cards actually, so could be used at some point.
Yeah, for sure. I think I may have missed it. It may have been a couple of lost vacuums in hand there as well.
Yes, there was,
She wanted to keep hold of those, so when she does get a chance to play the Path to the Peak, that she was able to remove it when on her turn.
Yeah.
Because as far as she goes, she's just wanting to use Fusion Strike system, utilize all of the draw power, and then stop your opponent from playing. And then do it again, and again, and again, whilst taking big KOs. The Power Tablet being played, I guess, wanting to draw up as many cards as possible, which is key here to try and look for a supporter. Only finds the Iono for the time being. No Path to the Peak, but at the same time, maybe not too bad. Probably would want to hold on to that Iono, though.
It's not a great hand. There's not a lot of playable cards there. Like I said, the Lost Vacuums are super impactful for getting rid of the Path to the Peak on your turn. So an Iono might have to be the option. Just hope that Koen doesn't have a good hand after this owner. So we mentioned how the Chen Pao deck operates. Let's have a quick chat about Mew VMAX, that Fusion Strike system that you draw as many cards, well, up to the amount of Fusion Strikes. Sometimes it feels like as many cards as you like.
Draw whatever you want. Yeah.
If you need it, go get it. Letting you draw up to the amount of Fusion Strike Pokemon you have in play. Just so good. And Mew VMAX is going to be dealing out damage, and Benedetta will be utilizing Path to the Peak just to make life as awkward for Koen as possible.
Yes, we do see a number of decent cards in there in Benedetta's hands. Just double checking and has access to that heavy ball, checking what's prized now without having to think about it with too much detail. Remember, there are 2 of those Path to the Peaks in the prizes, which means Benedetta only has access to the 1, and I believe it was in her hand. And just kind of wanted to double check before placing them down. There, I think the judge is doing it for her.
Yeah, I think the judge is doing it for them. Yeah. Just so it gets shuffling. And then Benedetta is going to use the last Fusion Strike system. I don't see a Path to the Peak. Oh, no, it is in hand, sorry.
Yeah,
but doesn't have a way to... No Forest Sealstone or no Lost Vacuum now, though. So if that Path to the Peak comes down... Ooh, that could be a bit interesting. There's a little mini game for us viewers to watch. Will that Path to the Peak remain? Over to Koen. Let's see how he's going to start the time. For trekking shoes, not a card you see every day in Chen Pao.
Oh, does have to discard the Spirit Energy Retrieval there.
Not
the strongest of hands, but has Ultra Ball ready for that Bidoof to potentially be evolved up to a barrel with that Industrious Incisors ability, allowing him to draw up to 5 cards. It's just looking for just that one piece of the puzzle missing, because that rare candy's there too, Shay.
And this is the stage 2 problem, right? If you're relying on rare candies, if you're not guarded by EX, is that you need to have the stage 2 puzzle. You need to have your stage 2, and you have to have rare candy in your hand at the same time. It's no good just having a rare candy, because, well, the barrel can't eat that rare candy, can it? You know what I mean? So, and this is the scary thing. Koen doesn't have many cards to get rid of in this hand, so that Industrious Incisors might only be for 1 right now, unless Koen chooses to bench that. Was there another Chen Pao EX in hand?
There was another Chen Pao in hand.
So you can bench that, draw 2, but Alex, they're going to have to be an impactful 2 for Koen to get in this game.
Yeah, so this is a big
here we go.
Incisors here.
1, 2.
Water Energy can continue drawing.
Oh, no!
That's all 4 Superior Energy Retrievals seen in this hand/turn. Path to the Peak not active, of course, so can't draw with the Greninja right now.
Yeah.
It's just an attachment. It looks like it's just going to be a pass over. Benedetta in a fantastic spot here.
Well, I wouldn't say so. She can't draw any cards. She can't place that Path to the Peak either.
Is there a Mew VMAX?
No, there's no Mew VMAX in hand either. So, I mean, I'm not sure what Benedetta can do. I mean, you can't even energy mix. You need a colored energy for that.
Path to the Peak really shining here against both players. Benedetta looks like she's getting ready to just kind of pass over at the same time. Yeah,
if you had a Mew VMAX, it'd be fantastic. But will Koen draw out this? Ooh,
top deck. It's out. Oh, but energy only just to maybe draw more. But I guess Pokestop
you can Pokestop, maybe get Ultra Ball, and then you can start to get your Excalibur out, maybe. And then Chivalry Chill's online then.
Yeah.
but not okay.
Thinking it's slowing down Benedetta, but Benedetta draws the Cramomatic.
Here we go. Flip a coin in first. Get any card you like from your deck. Here we go.
It's another turn. Another turn, is it?
So that Mew has just taken 5 damage. That dice will be removed, but. And Benedetta maybe debating to play that boss's orders. And here's the thing when you're playing Disruption Mew is that if you put Path down, you haven't got an out, second rare candy, it can come back to bite you.
I guess Koen doesn't want to use Superior Energy Retrieval to discard any of those cards in hand.
Top deck the Lost Vacuum.
There it is.
Top deck the Lost Vacuum. That noise of surprise. Whoa. Here we go. So Benedetta did top deck Lost Vacuum there. So Lost Vacuum will be able to remove that Path to the Peak, which means she'll be able to start drawing cards, try and get a Mew VMAX down, find a damage modifier, and maybe take the first prize of our round 5 feature match.
Benedetta is that she knows the 2 Path to the Peak are in her prizes, so if she takes the knockout here and bumps the 1 Path to the Peak, there won't be access to any more for the time being, giving Koen a chance to just kind of draw energies out of the deck, start loading up himself and taking some massive KOs. But I think it's something that she's gonna have to do.
I think you just have to. Well, I mean, you can't just sit here and do nothing, for lack of a better term. So we're gonna have to start drawing some cards here. As Benedetta does replace that stadium, attaches a DTE. debating to play that power pad. What support is in there? Is it just the Iono?
Iono's big.
Just the Iono?
Later turns. I mean, the barrel's up and running, so maybe it's a little bit less impactful, but every opportunity to disrupt is a good thing.
Oh, this is where the game's going to start now. But Benedetta will be starting, maybe, with a 2-prize advantage. I mean, not out of the woods yet. I played enough new VMAX to know sometimes just because you can draw a card doesn't mean go and draw what you need.
Forest Hill Stone.
Forest Hill Stone's a fantastic start, though, giving you the V Pokemons attached to the V-Star Power Star Alchemy, letting you grab any card from your deck. Love to see that. As it's going to get attached, we see a Chromatic, we see a Judge.
A lot of supporters in hand.
A lot of supporters. And you know, they're the worst things to have in hand when you're a new VMAX player.
Draw for 1 here.
Oh, Judge.
Another Judge with that?
Yeah, 2 Judge. Benedetta's got a whole court in her hand right now.
There are 2 judges watching the stream on a table as well, don't forget. They're there. Stop calling for them, Shay.
Oh, no, another 5.
Another Tails. 1 more Fusion Strike system. Judge being played.
And there's the Judge. Oh, I tell you. I guess.
Sending away those superior energy retrievals. But Koen will have access to Shivery Chill next turn. Not that he knows that yet. But Benedetta's still looking for that Mew VMAX. Has 1 Fusion Strike system live to try and find it.
But it does have the Forest Hill Stone as well. But you're right, you know, would look, well, needs to get a Mew VMAX down this turn. Could even replace it, could put up another path. Oh no, there's no path available now, is there? Because they're in the prizes. All right, Benedetta, let's see what you have. Oh, Ultra Ball, there we go.
Yeah, we just want to try and, you know, I'm sure she doesn't want to use the Forest Hill Stone if she can help it, but maybe this is a spot where after a Fusion Strike system, maybe she can decide, unless she wants to grab it now.
I think you have to grab the VMAX now so you can draw cards. You still need a modifier to actually take this KO, right?
That is very true. So it's another card. There's the heads this time. Finally, 1 out of 3 here for Benedetta.
Oh, did you see what that was? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because you've got the Ultra Ball in hand. So you can always use the Ultra Ball to grab your VMAX, grab the Power Tablet now.
And she could save the Forest Hill Stone for later if she wishes to do so. So could be a really strong turn here, really kick-starting us off for the prize racing here. As that Chien Power is going to be staring down soon, potentially, at a Mew VMAX.
It's a scary place to be. And here we're going to see that last Fusion Strike system. Will Benedetta draw into the VMAX? No, but it has the Ultra Ball, so that's fine. Choice Belt obviously isn't going to work in this matchup, so that can get sent straight to the discard pile. Along with, I'd like to see maybe the Mew V or maybe even the Lost Vacuum, but Mew V is going to hit the discard pile. So that means Alex, that Mew V Max is going to be making an appearance.
Yep, here it is. Slam down there from the Ultra Ball search, ready to take some prizes up against this Chien Pao EX in the active spot. Does mean now, though, if I'm not incorrect, that we've seen the Genesect and the Mew V both hit the discard. So if anything goes down, Benedetta's draw power will be reduced by 1.
Yes. As we are going to say that Cross Fusion Strike, Techno Blast, plus the modifier from that Power Tablet will be a KO as Benedetta takes 2 prize cards and it's over to Koen, who promotes that Chien Pao EX. And let's see what he has. I see a Pokegear. Wow, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, still big. Still needs access to that Baxcalibur. So we'll use Shivery Chill there to just fin the deck a little bit. As you say, Shay, finning is winning. But just looking for that 1 card, potentially off that Pokegear, 1 of those aforementioned Iridas, allowing him to grab a potential Water Pokemon and any trainer card. I'm sure that's what Koen will be looking for here to try and get himself in as good as a position to try and retaliate back.
Yeah, I mean, let me consult the hand again. What do we have? I mean, if Koen can get the Baxcalibur, it's a very easy way to KO this, right? Just superior energy retrieval, Shivery Chill, that's it. They're just 6 energy.
Load of energies in hand.
Let's see what this Poke is going to hit. Look at top 7, grab a support.
Almost not even there, but hiding away, second from bottom there. Irida, super important. So many energies in hand with a vessel as well.
And the Earthen Vessel. Uh-oh, Alex. You know what I'm feeling? I mean, it's a little bit cold in here. Can we get the thermostat turned up? Because that Shivery Chill and the Super Cold's about to be coming. And Benedetta's about to feel the Shivery Chill.
And that Hellblade's going to be striking.
Hellblade. Oh, goodness gracious. Close your windows. You don't want the hail coming in. Koen is making it rain here with the hail. Oh my goodness. The turn's still going, by the way. Look, got the rare candies now as well.
Concealed cards for 2 rare candies, so don't even need that from Irida as well. So instantly grabs the Baxcalibur. Now has plenty of options here.
Yeah, got to be superior energy retrieval. Some options, like you said, right?
Even better, just being able to utilize some of the cards in the hand with the superior as well. There's a double rare candy, remember. We're going to see Baxcalibur hitting the field here. Super Cold now active and live.
Yep. And just so much energy to play with. We're going to see the superior energy retrieval getting rid of Earthen Vessel.
Now it's just
Iron Hands.
It's a hand of energies and 1 rare candy.
Love to see it, but there's energy about to get attached here. I think we need 6 for a KO on the Mew VMAX. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna need 2 more. 5, 6. Hellblades coming in.
Now, do you attach 1 more for a retreat option?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do, most definitely. Oh, we get the
Industrious Incisors as well.
Oh, wow. The turd continues, Alex. What else do we see? Wow, that is all going on there. Pokestop, Ultra Ball, Super Rod. Super Rod actually quite nice, and you can Super Rod in energy, so you can grab them off Shivery Chill next turn. Wow, Koen is off to the races here. That Chen Pao is eager to take 3 prize cards, and I think it's going to do so very easily.
Yeah, that Super Rod also vital for I love it.
What's one of our sound effects? You were giving us the Hellblade sound effects earlier. The whoosh.
Yeah, well, we're just splashing around, mate. Splashing around. All right, big KO there. 3 prizes taken. Benedetta up against it now. Has the Chen Pao in the active spot again, so seems likely to be taking this KO, but does still need a modifier, of course.
Yep.
But then it's, can Benedetta's Mew VMAX survive a retaliation attack here?
And this is the scary thing when you play a Mew VMAX into a deck that has no problems KOing a Mew VMAX in 1 turn, is that it's pretty much always your opponent's game to lose, right? Like Benedetta can do everything she can. Iono, well, she can't path to the people, let's pretend she could. It's still, Koen can still draw out of that and win next turn, right? So all Benedetta can do is just try her best to make Koen answer a lot of questions.
And that's why it's so important. And one of those kind of fallbacks on the Chen Pao deck is that big barrel that we see on the bench there.
Yes,
we've seen so many times where there hasn't been a big barrel set up, and that draw power after being hit by an Iono or Roxanne or Judge sometimes, if you don't have that fallback option, it just slows down and it just doesn't work in the way that it should. As we do see, Benedetta does hit the power tablet as well. Yeah,
you're so right. That's actually, we mentioned about how there's so much debate in Chen Pao lists right now. And that's actually something we forgot to mention, actually, is that some lists play barrel and some don't. And here you can see, if you can develop it, it's just going to help you keep running through the game here, as Benedetta does. Well, debating whether to evolve that Mew V on the bench. It did attach a box of disaster to that Mew V on the bench. But I think could play the Ultra Ball to draw some more cards. I'm not sure what you get rid of there. I mean, unless the Sparkle's probably not too helpful anymore. As we are just going to see a Cross Fusion Strike, Techno Blast, Power Tablet KO. Over to Koen now. Can we see 6 energy again, Alex?
Yeah, there's some good cards in hand here.
Very good cards in hand.
Some Irida, another Insta Playable and another Frigibax, can then draw more cards once again. Does need a Chen Pao to attack, so I was thinking whether maybe could have Super Rod 1 back in before, had an Ultra Ball in hand and just had it ready for a future turn. But now has to do it this turn, of course. Does go down in hand size, but has the barrel to try and draw back up. So let's see. Still has Greninja active as well to use concealed cards. So we could see a turn where there's a bit of a popping off here.
Oh, most definitely. And it looks like they're going to play the Irida first. So they're just going to grab, Chen Pao plus superior energy retrievals. That's going to grab 4. You have to discard 1 to get the Greninja out the active. So you will still need to find some, but that's a fantastic. Hang on, how many energy does Koen have in deck? Are we there already with Shivery Chill? I saw 2 in deck now. So you can bench that Chen Pao EX, you can pay retreat, then you can use your Superior Energy Retrieval, get 4, or Shivery Chill now, and I think that's going to get us to 6. Oh my goodness, as it's pretty cold in here, as Koen's going to super cold KO, and Koen takes our game 1 here in a round 5 feature match. Look at that smile on his face. He is a happy geezer.
Yeah, Benedetta instantly shows the double path to the peak being prized right at the top of her prizes there. Wasn't able to draw it from the 4 prizes that were taken already. So, Koen, 1 game up against a pretty powerful deck in Mew VMAX.
Yeah.
Will he be able to do it again?
It's tough to say, because if Benedetta did have the path to the peak on that last turn, that would have been another obstacle for Koen to overcome. Because we saw the Shivery Chill actually got those last 2 energy that he needed to take the KO. So, you know, law of averages, maybe Benedetta won't be prizing them again, hopefully. But I tell you what, that's the thing. I always feel as if it's Koen's game to lose here, because you have no problems one-shotting that Mew VMAX. 6 energy, that's all you need. And if you can do that twice, you win. And all Benedetta can do is just cross fingers, hope, and just try and stop Koen from doing that.
You make it sound so easy.
It looks pretty easy, did it not? Did that look hard?
Well, without path to the peak, no. It did not.
You are correct, you are correct.
No, it did not. But, I mean, yeah, to be fair, and apologies if we are saying your name wrong, Koen, but we're going to keep going with it. Didn't even need to use Mibaro on that last turn before taking that massive KO, you know.
That's a fantastic point.
And it was with ease, being able to twice, not once, but twice, use a 6 energy Chen Power to take out our Mew VMAX.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see the Kyogre as well, which could be super impactful in this matchup, right? You know, I mean, that 4 prize Aqua Storm at the end of the game, you know, could come up and. Wow, goodness gracious. Let's compose ourselves here as we get into our game 2. Look at the prize card. I see a Mew V, a Genesect, 1 power tablet. Didn't quite get to see Koen's there. It looks like Benedetta.
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah, not too bad. And Benedetta is going to start us off here in our game 2, round 5 feature match here at Dortmund Regionals. Yep,
here we go. Does have access to that heavy ball in hand already and can pick up another Mew or Genesect that we've already seen. Had that little glimpse just then, as she double checks what has been prized herself, but you know, can use that Hisuian heavy ball to save the hassle at the same time. I think it was in her hand, but we'll double check shortly.
Heavy ball, fantastic. You know, just getting that easy look at the prize card, you know, just takes the pressure off. I love a bit of a Hisuian heavy ball. Never a bad thing, especially if you play a lot of basic Pokemon as well. Kicking off turn there with a Nest Ball, going to consult the deck, try and work out, especially in a match like this where you know like your power tablet's going to be so important, you know, your hand disrupting via Judge or Iron or Oxan is going to be important. I guess the path to the peak count as well, because it wasn't really much of a factor in game 1. I'm going to try and keep an eye on those counts as well. As you are correct, the Hisuian heavy ball is in hand there for Benedetta.
Yeah, so she's just going to be able to access yet another Fusion Strike Pokemon, really ramp up those the Pokemon on her board so that she can draw as much as possible, and then start to focus on taking down those pesky Pokemon on Koen's side of the board. You know, there is that Chen Power in the active spot, typically quite hard to maneuver around in that deck as well, so looks like it's going to be an easy target if Benedetta can hit the Mew VMAX, the power tablets, and all those cards in the right time, and maybe take quite a commanding lead sometimes.
As we are going to see that Hisuian heavy ball being played, so she'll get to look at her prizes, and if you find a basic Pokemon there, you can take it from the prize cards and replace it with that Hisuian heavy ball. As we are going to see that looks like targeting a Genesect V, which, you know, you need to get at least a minimum of 3 of them into play realistically for you to continue the game. So we are going to see Benedetta take that Genesect, and I would imagine popping it in on the bench and start to draw some cards via Fusion Strike system.
Yeah, as the prizes do get placed back by our judges, making sure that they're sufficiently shuffled, of course, and allowing our players to continue playing without having to worry too much about that, as I think we did just see the first Fusion Strike system there as well. 5 cards now in hand. Just looking for options, really, because it's not the strongest of turns and strongest of Fusion Strike systems. Another Fusion Strike for 1. There's a DTE, playable card. One final one here.
Whoop.
Another DTE.
There we go. I mean, you get energy. Can't really moan too much there. Is it over to Koen? And let's see what Koen has. I do see a Shivery Chill first of all, but I did catch a glimpse of a Battle VIP pass, so Koen will be able to start his own little party and invite those VIPs. I would imagine they'd be looking at like Barrel. They'll be looking at Frigibacks. You know, they could be looking at Raging Greninja of all things. It looks like Koen's going to just do a little prize check himself. Ooh, he's a little Aqua Storm Kroger there. I don't think Benedetta didn't get to see that, right? It didn't like hit the discard pile or it didn't anything like this. So that could be something to watch out for there, viewers. Will that Aqua Storm be coming off?
Yeah, just double checking all of those Pokemon counts. Of course, we have fantastic, you know, view of the prizes and know that there's nothing prized there in terms of Pokemon. So nothing to worry about really from that side. And I think we even double checked lots of ball counts in Koen's prizes there, so nothing to worry about here. Shivery Chill doing its job, grabbing 2 water energies out of the deck. Battle VIP pass coming down now as well, so Frigibacks looks like a good option. Radiant Greninja a typical option as well, being able to allow more draw power as we head into this first turn from Koen's side.
Yeah, and you really hope, if you're Koen, that your Radiant Greninja use of concealed cards will draw you into another Battle VIP pass, or maybe some other basic Pokemon, you know, like a Bidoof or Frigibacks. Now, we saw Bidoof be a massive influence in Game 1, and I'll be intrigued to see, since Koen opted not to prioritize it by that Battle VIP pass, will he be able to find it? And if he does, will it be as impactful as that hand? Oh, goodness. There's not a lot going on in that hand. Well, apart from his Pokegear, though.
Has the Pokegear. Opts to use the Pokegear before Greninja. Which, again, another one of those small things that people do.
That's
Misses,
a miss.
Though.
And there would have been a Battle VIP pass as well.
Exactly that. Maybe I would have liked to have seen that first. I mean, it's very dependent on what you're trying to dig for. But in this scenario, Koen did want to see an Irida, so maybe digging with the Greninja first before trying for it. Maybe those extra final 2 cards could have been a further stretch in, because right now he's gonna use concealed cards.
Here we go.
Those cards just get shuffled back in.
1 and 2. Show us the trekking shoes.
More cards.
Here we go. Oh, I mean, that's not bad. I'd be taking that. I would be taking that. But then, do you go for second Frigibacks here, or do you go for Bidoof? If you have to go second Frigibacks, right? Because if you... wait, what's going on? Wait, you need to... Because you lose to boss's orders.
That hand is very, very not strong.
Really could have done with that Pokegear hitting an Irida there. That's super unfortunate. You have to go for second Frigibacks. You have to, right? Because...
But we saw how important Bidoof was, or Barrel was.
No, we did.
But yeah, as
okay.
expected, the Frigibacks does come down. Doesn't want to not instantly lose to a boss's orders, but be in a very hard position to come back from when your Frigibacks are being targeted one by one. As we do see just an energy attached to the Radiant Greninja now. Ooh,
that's, I like that. Well done there, Koen. Appreciate that. And it's over to Benedetta now, who's going to start to turn off by attaching that double turbo energy. Mew VMAX. We don't see a power tablet yet. We do see Iona now. This is interesting. Benedetta isn't to know Koen's hand, sorry. That Iona could really be helping him out if she was to play it. But realistically, you probably do play it, because that hand isn't that great for you either. Oh, these are the mind games. We're going to see. Oh, we're going to see Lost Vacuum. No, we're going to see a Fusion Strike system. Draw 1, sorry.
Just get some options first. Oh, wow.
I love that.
How did she know? It was like an insta, it was so smooth straight onto the bench.
Yeah, it was very, very elegant, I would say, as we are going to see
another path.
The Fusion Strike system.
And a judge.
And a judge. Now, judge for me. Oh, but you still need to find that power tablet, though. We still need that. Oh. And there we go. We do see the judge.
We do see the judge now. Benedetta will still be looking for that damage modifier. That can't be the choice build, of course, because that does not work against EX Pokemon.
It does not.
So we'll need to find a power tablet here. Access to 3 in deck. 1 was prized, if we recall back.
And a Forest Seal Stone as well. So that could have been another way to try and, leapfrog to that power tablet.
Yep,
One of them is in the prizes. Judge going to reset both players' hands down to 4. Let's see what Benedetta draws. Oh.
That is not pretty.
Wait, there's no playables. She can't draw any more cards. Wait,
one.
One. Sorry, one.
No, two.
Two. I got a bit worried there. Oh. Lost vacuum. And there's no KO, Alex. And there's no path to the peak now either.
This is not looking pretty. Although having a quick scan of Koen's hand as well, there's not much there either.
Do you even attack if you're Benedetta here? Sorry, or do you just retreat into a 2-prizer?
Yeah, it's definitely an option here, I think. Maybe just go to the Mew without any energies.
Yeah, I think so, because what you don't want to do is leave this Mew VMAX in the active. Even if you attack for not the KO, if Koen can just Hellblade KO, that's not a great place to be.
Yeah, right now, both players with very tough hands to use. Benedetta's just not too pleased with this judge, unfortunately. Does she want to leave that in the active spot? Koen does still need just announced an attack.
We are going to see an attack. Wow. Oh, was that a psychic leap?
It was like a psychic leap to allow her to be able to attack next turn as well.
Okay.
Not limiting herself, as Koen's hand of 4 is not too strong right now.
No, it's not. Was there an energy at least? Could we start concealed cards? You know, Shivery Chill
will be able to grab an energy. But
there's one in hand. We do see the Bidoof. Would love to see that last turn actually. And he could have evolved. Here we go. Top deck for Ultra Ball off the top. Here we go. Shivery Chill. Gonna grab 2 basic energy from the deck. Give the deck a shuffle as well. You never know. Shivery Chill is such a good ability in a deck like this, isn't it? Just filter out cards. Because it does 2 things, right? It gets energy for you to attach when you have your Bats Caliber in play. But if you're digging for stuff, it thins your deck. Thinning is winning, and it means you have more chance to draw into what you need. It's so good, honestly.
It is a great ability, and here we go. Synergizing with that Radiant Greninja of concealed cards. Could be 2 big ones here. Chien-Pao barrel, not ideal, but potentially set up for the next turn, I guess, if Bidoof hits the field here as expected, but still means Benedetta is in a bit of a, I wouldn't say commanding position, because there's still 2 KOs from Koen's side. Yeah. But still advantage Benedetta, I'd say. Yeah,
there was a chance there for Koen to really take a strong advantage in this game, but it would have been asking for a lot, right? It would have been, you know, getting a stage 2 out and 6 energy. But if you did, that could have been potentially game-ending right there. And also, Koen is going to play that Ultra Ball, going to discard the Iron Hands X. Not terribly useful in this matchup. And a water energy. I'm going for the second. That's a great play. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I love it. It's so vital, as we already discussed earlier, just being able to be judge or Iono proof against deck like Benedetta's, because that's what Benedetta's going to look to do. Spam those judges, spam path to the peak, and it's a pass over. So again, Benedetta, another opportunity here to try and hits the Iono. I think that's the only playable card, right? Other than energies.
Yeah, you are correct. So yeah, it looks like. Oh, so it looks like we have to cut to us a potential judge call happening right now. So we'll just let that pan out. But talk to us about what do you reckon Benedetta would be trying to do this turn?
This turn, again, it's going to be very similar to what we've already discussed, right? It's going to be draw loads of cards, get herself set up, doesn't need to hit the power tablet in that scenario anymore, because she's been able to deal 50 damage to that Chien-Pao EX in the active spot.
That's true.
So it's just an opportunity now to announce Cross Fusion Strike and take the KO, but needs to couple it with another judge and her first path to the peak.
Yes.
The turn.
Yes. Because that path to the peak, it was a non-factor almost in game 1, right? I mean, apart from the couple turns where both players did nothing because of it. After that, it was a non-factor. And we saw at the end of game 1, that last turn, how that Shivery Chill being able to be used actually closed the game out there for Koen. So I've been intrigued to see if that path to the peak can show up. Looking like our background, funnily enough, that's a path to the peak, I feel.
Yeah, we're very blue here. Like I said, we've spoken a lot about Chien-Pao, me and you.
Yeah.
So far.
We funnily enough have, haven't we? Yeah.
And then we get a chance to cast over a Chien-Pao game as well. What do you guys think at home? Did you guys think you'll see as much Chien-Pao or hear much about Chien-Pao this tournament? Is it in a good spot already? Like I said, this meta game is very wide. You know, we've seen Gardevoir a couple of times already and really come to the fore because it's got a dub and tied against Giratina. But what else are we looking forward to seeing on this stream, Shay?
I was going to say, what else am I looking forward to? But I want to say, let us know in the chat what you think about Chien-Pao. Are you playing Barrel? Are you playing Counseling Clone? Any of that stuff? Let us know. Are you still even playing the Arceus even? That was a thing.
Are
back
you
in
even
the
still
day.
playing Chen Pao?
Are you even playing Chen Pao? If all you say no, I want to know why did you vote him earlier then? If everyone says no, because it should have been Charles. I'm not salty at all. But anyway, to answer your question, what I'd like to see on stream now, when I was doing a little bit of wandering around,
As you do, yeah.
I saw two
Reggies
on the top tables.
Not one.
And I don't mean, there was only like 2 tables apart. And I don't mean Arceus, Regigigas, V-Star. That would be, in this example, too tame. I'm talking about. I would not be calling Regigigas V-Star boring, definitely not. What I would say though, I saw two. What's I forgot the ability now. Ancient Wisdom, the Regigigas Regigigas, letting you attach energy from the discard pile if you have all 6 in play. That is what I saw towards the top tables, and I would absolutely adore seeing that on stream.
But, you know, back to our Chen Pao, because we love it so much. You know, I'm wearing blue, our background's blue. Chen Pao's great.
Yeah,
just look at it. Think about how the deck just works when you talk about the supporters it gets, the power of Hail Blade, the ability of Super Cold, and then also, you know, things like Babao and Radiant Greninja being able to just support it as it just builds up and ramps up throughout the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic. It's so much options, and you know, can do a lot of things when it's firing on all cylinders. You know, it's just poetry in motion. I would like to say those 6 energy Hellblades can just rock anyone's world. So, yeah. About confirmation, I've been told that chat were right. I'm not 100% sure what you're right about, but you are correct. So, well done to you guys. Love to see that. So, yeah.
I mean, they picked Chen Pao after all. So.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, I mean, I got thrown under the bus a bit there. I was just told to say chat were wrong. I don't agree with that. You were wrong. Do you know how I know you were wrong? Because when Ross was here and we were debating R1, they were like, Ross, I kid you not, said, how did Chen Pao beat Charles? I said, I know. How did it? So, but you know what? I guess, when it is up to chat, they decide. So I guess chat were correct.
It just proves that you and Ross were wrong.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, well.
What? The chats were correct. You guys were correct. You guys are right. Maybe you guys should be here instead of Ross and Shay.
Wow!
It's all right, guys. We'll find someone else. No, please come back. I need you. I need you.
Outrageous! Unbelievable. I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well,
I thought we was having sorry,
you look better again.
I thought we were friends. I was having a fun time. Get to cast with Alex all day. All of a sudden he's saying, "Get him out and get chat." Oh,
yeah, but
I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling hurt.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love for everyone. Everyone on the chat at home. It's all love for you guys. Love from us. We're just having a great time. But you know, we're still waiting for Chen Pao to take it down.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that one opportunity Chen Pao's got. But let's see. Let's see where we get to. Loads more to come.
Yeah, for sure. And what I would say, not that I'm sorry to talk about losing to Chen Pao earlier, but like I said, Chen Pao hasn't really had that sort of, that big marquee finish yet. It came close in Lille. I think it was to top 4, top 8, I believe, and I was rooting for it then. And I think it would be nice for it to finally get feather in the cap, and it can cement itself as one of the top decks here in this format. Because I think you can say it is, a top deck, but it hasn't, like I said, had that sort of big, here I am finish. And I think, could Dortmund be that one? It could be. Could be. I mean, there's a lot of decks that are still looking for that opportunity to take down a regional championship as well, or even regional level event, or even bigger. Roaring Moon is another deck which has yet to just take down a massive tournament, and we know there are plenty of Roaring Moon players out there as well. So we haven't seen it. Well, we have seen it. We have seen it. Unfortunately, fell to that Godfather, but I'm sure there's many others who are doing quite well at the same time. I'm sure Matthew is also trying to bring himself back into the reckoning for day 2 at the same time as well. So, any others? We haven't seen Charizard yet. We haven't seen Charizard on stream yet. No, we haven't seen that, but monstrous. I feel Charizard's place is weird in the meta. It's obviously so strong, right? We know this. I almost feel as if, because Charizard's so good, it's like not as glamorous, if you know what I mean. Like, just, you know, here I am, Charizard, turn 2, 330 HP, 180 damage, I got my Pidgeot EX out. But when you actually sit down and say that out loud, turn 2, 330 HP, and you attach 3 energy from your deck, that is silly.
But, Shay, it's only 180.
Yeah, only? I mean, that's bad,
I mean, it's not bad, but you are stage 2. It's only 180.
Could be worse.
It's only when you get to the mid and late games where it really starts to shine, doesn't it? I mean, ramping up that damage from Burning Darkness, 30 damage more for each prize card your opponent has taken. Because you're a single prizer, you tend to lose one quite early sometimes. You know, just sometimes your little Charmanders just kind of get sacrificed a little, maybe a Pidgey.
Maybe a little Pidgey.
But then you're really starting to throw down with Burning Darkness and dealing a lot of damage. And that's where it shines most. Yeah.
No, I agree. And there's also that debate with Charizard decks as well, right? Like, are you going Barrel? Because some people still playing Barrel. You got TM Devolution. Are you playing the new Charmeleon? Are you playing Charmeleon at all? You're on Pidgeot. There's so many different options. We even saw Lost City at one point in Charizard. So there's so many different avenues and ways to play it that makes me excited to see it. And let us know via our socials, you know, which way are you playing Chien-Pao, which way are you playing Charizard, if any at all. Even make the Pokemon Go Charizard that makes Charizard Fire Energy count as 2. I mean, if you get it out, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, Radiant Charizard.
Radiant Charizard as well.
Is a fantastic addition to the deck as well. It's come in and out of the decks.
Yes, yes.
We've seen it previously where it's been taken out because sometimes it's a bit annoying to try and maneuver out of the active spot. But then, of course, it's such a great attacker. I mean, dealing 250 damage without having to worry too much about energy costs, especially when you're already having to give up some prizes. Maybe a Charizard EX has gone down. That Excited Heart ability allowing you to attack with such ease. As a single prizer. Quite tanky as well.
It is.
160 HP.
Yeah, like some 1/5 decks can really struggle dealing with that. Like 160 HP, then if you don't deal with it, if you can just play, you know, musical chairs and you're active, you can just swing again.
Yeah.
Which is very, very scary. And it could even be, I know you want to talk about it, a little bit of Crisis Punch as well. I mean, you're already playing Arven, so if 250 is not enough, you want to just leapfrog to 280, could just play a little cheeky TM Crisis Punch as well. Yeah,
I guess you are ramping up with energies and also have the Charizard that allow you to do it. Just for you guys at home, remember we are still currently in round 5. We just got a couple of a quick decision just with the judges, making sure everything's as clean as possible from what we've seen from our matchup so far. But we are in round 5 here in Dortmund at the Pokemon Regional Championships. Remember, it could be you on the stage one day, on the stream, having a great time like we do here backstage as well. So just a reminder, of course, you know, it's Alex and Shay here trying to bring you our best and guide you through this weekend as much as we can. I mean, we're having a great time so far.
Yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. Make sure to get involved in the chat. Make sure to get involved on the socials using #PlayPokemon. I would love to see some of your tweets and posts. I was just doing a little bit of a segment with Ross earlier, and we got to look at some tweets from people here at the venue, some people that are at home. We could get to see all that, and I want to hear about what you're thinking. So get involved, show off that collection. We saw there was a big plushie collection earlier in the background of a photo that I quickly identified, and I liked looking at that. So make sure to get involved, chat and socials. That makes me happy.
So I did just get confirmation as well. So I believe, unfortunately, Koen was not able to randomize the deck, and then ended up drawing with the barrel at one stage, which meant, unfortunately, following the rules of the game, it was picked up, and it will be a retrospective game loss handed to Koen's side of the board, you know, despite taking 2 massive KOs with the Mew VMAX. So Benedetta, so from what I understand, will be given the win in game 1 as we progress into and continue with game 2 now. So back up against the wall for Koen, unfortunately, but we want to go straight back to the action here. At least it's been sorted now, and thank you very much to make sure that we have been able to sort this, as we do just see the first KO of game 2. As I mentioned, Benedetta will be taking game 1 because of the unfortunate mistake that happened.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. So now Koen is in a 1-0 deficit now, and Benedetta has taken the first KO. So Well, just trying to work out here for Koen. So it's over to his side. I mean, can still actually very easily win this game, right?
Yeah,
just has to take a
100%.
3-prize KO now, and then do it again. And then all of a sudden, Koen will be at 1-all in this matchup here. So it's still, Koen still has a mighty fine win con and a way to win this round. Let's see if he can do it. The first step will be taking a big KO on this Mew VMAX.
Rare Candy and the Baxcalibur coming down. Superior Energy Retrieval in hand as well.
Wait.
Is that enough to...
With Chivalry Chill, it will, right? So you pay retreat, 4 in the discard. Chivalry Chill gets 2 from the deck. Superior Energy Retrieval gets 4 from the discard. And that's wham, bam, 360 damage to the Mew VMAX, and that'll be a KO.
Yeah, so Koen there, again, going through the right motions here to make sure there's enough energies that will be on the board. So long as he does this correctly, of course, still needs to utilize that Superior Energy Retrieval in hand, discarding that Trekking Shoes and the Battle VIP pass for the 4 energies. Oh, maybe doesn't need to. Could use Concealed Cards as well, because there's already 1 attached to the Chien-Pao. That would have been 7.
Oh, snap. Yeah,
would have been unnecessary. So, plenty of energies to go around. And now doesn't have to give up the Trekking Shoes, so can continue drawing cards later on his next turns.
And we know how impactful drawing cards is at any point in a Pokemon TCG. But they're going to see that Superior Energy Retrieval for 4 water energy in the hand. We're going to see Super Cold times, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 uses of that. So that's 6 energy in play now. And we get to that Trekking Shoes as well. So we are going to see a big Hailblade for a big KO, and Koen will take 3 prize cards.
Yeah, the Trekking Shoes has been played, unfortunately discarded the Ultra Ball and ended up with a Battle VIP pass in hand. As we do see Hailblade now.
There we go.
More sound effects for the crowd, of course, but then that's a massive knockout here. And Benedetta does have 2 Mew Vs with energy on them. We'll be looking for that Mew VMAX as soon as possible as well.
So one thing we've noticed here, Benedetta now has 2 Mew Vs in play and only has 4 Genesect. That means a Moonlight Shuriken from Radiant Greninja can effectively tag both of those for 90, making it much easier for them to be KO'd. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on there. So I know that's playing this matchup quite a lot. I know that if you have 4 Genesect down, it makes it much easier for those Mew Vs to get targeted via Moonlight Shuriken.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's something we've seen in some of our video content between rounds about prize mapping, because should this Chien-Pao EX go down, as we do see a Choice Belt just played down as well to thin out of her hand so she can draw more cards. But with the prize mapping, there'll be no more 2 prizes on Koen's side of the board. So we could utilize that route of using Moonlight Shuriken and then going into Kyogre to take the final 3 prizes, well, over KOing and taking more potentially, really. But we'll be able to do something like that as a gameplay as well. As we do see some tools being attached there by Benedetta, those Box of Disasters, not really too utilized in this matchup, unless it's really used early to try and get some damage counters on the Chien-Pao. Saves the power tablets, of course. Does find that Mew VMAX now. So it's getting ready. Hasn't played a tablet yet, if I'm not mistaken.
No, still has access to V-Star, as we do see both of those Mew V get evolved, so there will be no Psychic Leap either options now. Debating whether to go for the Fusion Strike system now. Does have a Lost Vacuum in hand, can use that to get cards out of the hand. Path to the, oh no, I was going to say it was a Judge getting sent to the Lost, and now I was going to say, probably going to hold on to that Path. As we are going to see a Fusion Strike system being used here as well. Ultra Ball and Path to the Peak. Still hasn't found that tablet. You really don't want to use Star Alchemy for 1 tablet. Do have the Chromatic in hand, so can potentially Chromatic their way that Ultra Ball, or you can play that Ultra Ball to thin the hand as well. Looks like Benedetta is going to Chromatic away the Escape Rope potentially. Oh no, he's going to go for the Ultra Ball. Okay, big roll here. That was a 4. They're debating. I think it didn't really could be a re-roll.
Not enough of a roll.
And it was a 1. Okay. So we're going to see Fusion Strike system now for 2. Maybe debating it 2. Do we see a pulse? Ah! Hey! There we go.
So back up to what is expected. Path to the Peak in play as well. And there is the knockout.
There's a world in which Koen can Aqua Storm this turn, right? I mean, it'd be super hard, and it'd be, you know, it wouldn't be the traditional get your deck down to just being basic energy. But in theory, if he was to hit them all,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, but can take the slower game at the same time. Doesn't have to worry about this. Or, if there's a Chen Pao available, and the way to bump,
that also works, thinking about it. Yeah.
There's a few routes to victory here from coincided with board. Could take the slow option, maybe use Moonlight Shuriken, soften up some Pokemon, or goes for the massive Chen Pao play, or goes for the massive Kyogre play. But it looks like
what's going on?
The Superior Energy Retrieval has been played, and it's just a barrel up to 5. So it doesn't look like a potential Moonlight Shuriken might be coming down here.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we see the
another barrel.
Industrious in size. We're going to see some double Industrious in size. We've got all our teeth glistening here from these barrel. Love to see that. Has access to Irida, Rare Candy. Love to see that. Going to see a Super Odd as well.
Keep going. Why not? Doesn't have to worry too much about it. I guess the we'll need the Chen Paos.
Oh, they weren't available in decks. That's why.
Yeah, there's only 2 in the list, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. But at the same time.
Wait, has he not got KO then? Sorry, because you can Irida for your Chen Pao
and
plus Superior Energy Retrieval. Then you just pay Retreat for 1, attach all from the Superior Energy Retrieval and Shivery Chill. Any energy in deck for Shivery Chill?
No, can't Shivery Chill
because of the path to be. But I think that's it,
Super
right?
Cold, so it does look like it might be all in hands because there's already 3 energies in the discard as well. 4 once it retreats with the Greninja, and then there's still 3 attached to it.
Yeah.
Has Koen seen it? I'm assuming
he has. So we are going to see Chen Pao get benched. We'll see 1 retreat.
Yep, there we go.
So that's going to get Chen Pao active.
Go through all the motions.
Superior Energy Retrieval. Grab 4 water. Alex Hellblade. 360. And Koen takes our game 2 here in our Swiss round 5 feature match here in Dortmund Regionals. Wow, just that. So quick.
So we've seen technically 4 KOs here by Koen, of course. We're on to the new VMAXs now. Superior play here. I didn't want to say it when I started, but it happened.
I didn't want to say it. You seize the opportunity and take it with both hands, Alex. If a punch just falls in your lap, you take it.
Yes, yeah, I've got to roll with the punches here. Right, so back to 1-1 now.
Yep.
Going showing just how strong that Chen Pao is. Doesn't matter if Benedetta takes the first KO.
No.
I'm just going to do my thing and take massive KOs myself.
Well, that's the thing, right? If you're having to attack with a 3-prizer, then you one-shot your opponent's 2 prizes, but your opponent's 2 prizes can one-shot your 3 prizes, it's just awkward, right? You have to rely on your opponent not being able to do that.
Exactly.
And if Koen can just be like Superior Energy Retrieval, Chivalry Chill, bish bash bosh, then, well, yeah, there's not a lot Benedetta can really do about it.
It's always the bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh. That's the Hellblade noise, everyone.
is that the new one?
As energies get this card. Bish bash bosh.
But, you know, we've seen that once again, we have to reiterate how important those the barrels are.
Oh,
you know, drawing out of a really precarious scenario where his hands could be disrupted because of the judges and Ionos to 3. And once they're up and running, he doesn't have to worry about trying to draw into those cards anymore. You know, he's in a good spot. And then it's only just 1 or 2 pieces of the puzzle away from really taking down a big VMAX once again. So let's see how game 3 is going to go. We've got just under 10 minutes on the clock, 8 minutes to go.
Plenty of time for this matchup because just KOs flying here, there, and everywhere. And you're so right about the barrel because plenty of times when I've been playing Chen Pao, you might get Iono to like 2, and you have Shivery Chill available, and you draw into a Superior Energy Retrieval, but you can't play it, which is really sad when that happens. But with the barrel, you just draw up, then you can discard your stuff for Superior Energy Retrieval, then you get your 4 energy off the Superior Energy Retrieval. Hellblade all of a sudden now is doing those numbers you need it to be.
Yeah, looks like there was a mulligan here from Benedetta's side. So just giving more cards to Koen on his first turn. There is an active Pokemon out as we do see the prizes start to come down, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. We are going to see those prize cards now. So have a little gander. Was there Iron Hands, Frigibacks, Power Tablet, Mew V, Genesect? Nothing too impactful. 2 copies of Super Rod, actually. Whoa, is that a triple Battle VIP pass start for Koen? Wow, Wow, Koen's got himself a big party there. Get the party started. And Benedetta also having her own little party there as she opens up with a Battle VIP pass as well.
Not as many as Koen's full house there are free.
Yeah.
Just missing the one off, but you know, when you have free, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Nothing's being donked. Nothing's going to happen to you too badly.
Not really. But
you know, it's on Benedetta to try and seize the opportunity from going first here, as we do see a target of the Mew V. Once again, similar to game, I think it was game 2, where there was a Mew V and a Genesect V prized.
Yep.
So we do see one of each come down here as well. There's the Feather Ball, so a further Mew V can come down here as well. Now up to the 4 cards in hand, Ultra Ball in hand as well. Discarding that Alyssa Sparkle and a Mew V Max.
Yeah, going to have to be careful. She only has 2 available now, but that's plenty fine. Yeah, Benedetta, really fantastic start here. 3 Genesect, 2 Mew Vs, immediately start drawing cards. Can't really ask for more than that. The Fusion Strike system will be live, gets to draw, I think as it stands now, 3 cards from the deck. And let's see what those 3 are. Battle VIP Pass not as impactful now as, what is that, 2 Lost Vacuum and a Fusion Energy.
There's a Chromatic coming down, another roll. She hasn't hit them too much, and there's another 5.
There's a 5.
Third 5 of the whole round so far for Benedetta. It's rather unfortunate. There's a Fusion Strike Energy. Looks like it's going to be attached. Get it out of the hand so she can draw some more cards. Second Fusion Strike system.
Ooh.
Battle VIP Pass.
Cheeky. Not as impactful now because you can only use that for 1, but you know, still good.
Still good. Get them out of the deck.
You get them out of the deck.
Get them used up.
Maybe I say Finny has been saying that all day, haven't we? So now it's Dinning getting no basic Pokemon into play. Alex has a big smile on his face. They like that one. Caught him off guard with that one. As we do see the third Mew V come down as well.
Yeah, so now up to the full value of the 6 for the hand draw now. Some less playable cards in hand, of course, or cards that she wouldn't want to play yet. You know, wants to keep hold of those bosses, those Lost Vacuums. So we do see some one playable card.
One playable, yeah.
But just not to play it.
Go
on
then, Koen. Show us. There it is. Koen's having a big party. Everyone's invited. Raging Grid Ninja, you're invited. Frigibax, you're invited. Bidoof, you're invited too, my friend. And don't worry about you, Chempao. You can come along as well, everyone. Get on down.
We're kicking off the party here.
Here we go.
With the 3 of a kind Battle VIP passes. There's 1, 2, a double Bidoof, it looks like, maybe coming down.
Yep, Grid Ninja.
Just get the main targets first. Don't want to make that mistake.
Yep, true. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Yeah, exactly that.
So it looks like Grid Ninja. So what's still, yeah, well, 3 is a full bench, right, isn't it? Yeah, 2, 4, 5. So what are we going here? I'd like to see, are you going second Frigi? And a Chempao?
2 Frigis are already down.
No, it doesn't. Oh, one in the active. No, you're correct. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that one.
But, you know, thinking maybe 1 goes down already, so double Chempao. What an option. A definite. Well, I would have. I guess I quite like this idea, because if 1 does get targeted down, you can find a way to easily get into the second one quite quickly. But double Bidoof.
Yeah, I think one reason why he might have been doing that is because he prized 2 copy of Super Rod. So maybe just having them in play just could be a bit easier trying to find them instead of having to have 1 get discarded and shuffle them back maybe. Exactly
that. Yeah. But at the same time, if that Bidoof gets taken down as an option,
true.
I guess it's hard to think that which direction Benedetta is going to go. I mean, we've seen how impactful the Bid Barrel is. But of course, we've also seen how impactful just...
Going to see the collect. Let's go. I get excited over the silliest of things. I saw the energy to the Frigibax. I'm like, yes, collect.
I'm a man of value, and I like drawing cards. So
yes.
It's great.
Frigibax doing its best refinement curlier impression there. We're going to see an escape rope. Oh, now this is interesting. Do you just watch Frigibax?
I think so. I mean, it does mean Koen needs to try and get into a third Frigibax at some stage, because 1's going down now, because if Benedetta is able to take down the first and the second, leaves Koen without their attacker. But unfortunately, as you guys may have seen from the prize cam, the third Frigibax is currently prized. So will Koen live to regret that decision to put the other Frigibax here?
We are going to see that second Fusion Strike energy get attached to that Mew V. Now, that actually doesn't change any maths for Benedetta. She will still need to find a power tablet to KO the 220 HP Chen Pao. But if nothing else, it's very colourful at the very least. And I am a man of I love the colourful things, mate.
I guess the good thing here is she would be able to use Mew VMAX's actual attack with just the 2 psychic energies, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the Max Miracle. Yeah, hit me the old Max Mizzy. Yeah, that is true.
Saves the trouble of having to, have to find a switch out if using Cross Fusion Strike on only this Frigibax. So that's one way. If I'm not mistaken, how much HP has that Frigibax got as well? It's only 60, right?
60. So we could even do a little leap. Yeah, could do a leap. Yeah, if you don't find the VMAX.
Doesn't have to worry about losing a free prize Pokemon.
Yeah, no, true.
If that has to be the case, but yeah, let's see the direction that Benedetta takes in this matchup.
As we are, it's like debating whether to play that path to the peak. That is going to come down, maybe. She has got
decisions.
Does have Lost Vacuum in hand. It's like debating whether to play it immediately. It's going to play the path to remove it. Just get cards out of the hand so you can draw more Fusion Strike system. So it's going to be
final. It's the final Fusion Strike system here.
It's looking very dangerous here for Benedetta, all things considered. Hasn't got the get out of jail free card Forest Seal Stone. Hasn't got, super anything great in the hand. Like you said, you could see the Forest Leap, the Psychic Leap for a KO, but
time is ticking away as well.
Yeah, time is ticking. Got to see a double chromatic here. Could be a big flip. Here we go.
Not been great with him so far. It's a heads.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Benedetta had a quick look at the judge. Was that sufficient enough to hit the heads as well? Last time she had to re-roll, remember?
Yeah, no, she did.
Just double checking.
Yeah, but look, I think table judge must have given the okay on that one.
Just giving a nod. All good.
Giving the nod. So I think here what are you taking? Ultra, probably either Ultra Ball or Forest Seal Stone. Guess that works as well.
As we do see the time now is at the 0 mark. Do we get an extension? Likely to get an extension after some of the discussions that were had during game 2. Okay. Okay, so we had confirmation. The timer was stopped during the judge call that we saw. So timer is correct. So this should be turn 0. So if the game does not conclude in these 3 turns that both players will have. Targeted the Bidoof.
Oh, wow, yeah. And we did see a Psychic Leap, no shuffling. So yeah, if the game does not conclude over these next 3 turns, this game will not end. And then this will end in a tie 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, still remember both the players in fantastic positions. Both players 4-0. If this does end in a tie, which does seem very likely, it will be 4-0-1 for both of these players. Fantastic position to be in. 13 points. Still requires 2 victories left out of 4 rounds. And that's, they've already got 4 wins. What's 2 more?
Well, there is a world in which, this is turn 1, right? So 0-1.
Yeah, well, this is turn 1.
There's a world in which...
God, Shay, tell me.
Yeah, you take a Hellblade KO on this Mew V, and then you put it all on your Aqua Storm and just hope you hit.
Yeah,
It does work.
It's doable.
It does work.
There is a world. Will we see that world is a real question, and I'm all for it if we do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on stream, right? Maybe this shows the difference. This explains what I just talk about the game. I don't play at a high level. Because if this was me, I'm thinking, right, I'm putting on the best show I can. Could you imagine hitting that blind Aqua Storm?
Look, it could happen.
It could happen.
I'm hoping Koen is playing to those outs. Because it's very, very possible.
Oh, but that's just prize to super odd, right? It'd be so hard.
It is very difficult, but there's 2 prizes being taken here.
Oh, true, actually.
So let's see what direction this gets taken in.
Okay, well we have the Max Caliber established. That's step 1. Trekking shoes. We're gonna get Bidoof. Bidoof helps.
Bidoof helps again. Oh yeah, Bidoof helps again.
It's in hand, Alex. It's in hand. The work is in hand.
Don't get too excited, remember, it is a lot to be asking for.
You can't tell me don't get excited. Yeah, who are you talking to?
Sorry.
I am Mr. Excited. Okay, we are going to see the Superior Energy Achievement being played. They're going to grab for 3 basic energy from the discard pile, attach them via that Super Cold. So that will be a nice, crisp and clean 180 damage if you discard just those 3. Ultra Ball. See how Koen decided to keep the Kyogre. That gives me hope.
I think if you're Koen, knowing that it's in your hand, it's probably like you realize that it is actually an option.
True.
I believe there's maybe one more Super Rod in,
there's one.
In deck as
There's
well.
one.
So if he can grab one of those out of the prizes and then work through the play like that, I didn't quite catch how many water energies are actually left in the deck itself. You know, it's doable. The odds are against you, but let's see.
There we go. Turn 2.
Into turn 2.
So I think as it stands now, Benedetta wouldn't even know about the Kyogre, right?
Yeah,
so she might not even go for any hand disrupt. As it stands now, hasn't got any access to it anyway. But yeah, as it stands now, Benedetta, with 5 prize cards left, I don't see a world in which you can take 5 prize cards this turn. So just going to go through the motions here, you know, play not to lose, as it were.
Yeah, I guess in your mind, if your opponent is not, you know, both agreeing to
you're
tie this
thinking,
game,
hold on,
something's in the works here. What is it?
Like, what do you mean? Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you, I'm on the edge of my seat, though. Okay, as Benedetta does play the escape rope, plays a power tablet, has a boss as well. Now, this is interesting. There's a boss after the Baxcalibur. It is.
Yeah, Baxcalibur makes it as difficult as possible to maneuver around. Also, potentially as an option to take out the Baxcalibur.
Yeah, I think you probably just take it out, right?
Hasn't quite hit the Mew VMAX yet.
Good point, actually.
Still needs to be able to find one of those. Discarded one earlier, remember?
Oh, Forest Stone is still live.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Forest Stone going to grab what? Ultra Ball, so you can draw some cards as well, or could just grab the Mew VMAX. We are going to most likely see the Ultra Ball here.
I like Ultra Ball. Remember, Thinning is winning.
Thinning is winning. That is for certain. As due to the Ultra Ball there being targeted. Yeah, we're going to see the Baxcalibur. I would imagine getting KO'd. We could. No, we can't see a Max Miracle now because there is no fusion energies on this movie. So we're going to see Ultra Ball discarding an Alyssa Sparkle and a something. A judge.
Not disrupting the hand. Not removing the Kyogre.
No, this is true. So I'm winning him over on Alex now.
Well, I mean, Benedetta right now is going to be potentially knocking out this Baxcalibur. So there's another piece of the puzzle that
it makes it so much harder if the Baxcalibur gets KO'd. But
number 2 cards. That tablet energy.
On a path as well.
Slow him down. Here we go. Mew VMAX in the active. Cross Fusion Strike announced. Baxcalibur KO'd. Greninja in the active spot.
Okay, trekking shoes.
Lots of cards. There it is.
Here we go.
There it
is. We need to see rare candy. In our ideal world, you'd love to see rare candy off the trekking shoes, because then your area can grab superior energy or anything like this. Come on, show us the rare candy.
One more.
Trekking shoes.
No, not yet. Are there enough pieces of the puzzle to handle this? I don't know if there is.
I'm not sure. Was that
after the peek and play as well? Shivery Trill not allowing to go through the deck. Here comes Irida.
Okay, so this Irida's going to have to find rare candy and, what, a water Pokemon? I'm not 100% sure. Go for superior energy retrieval. That tells me might just be going for a big Hail Blade just to carry the Mew VMAX, maybe?
Yeah, but I think then the writing's on the wall, just kind of having to work out here, is there anything that Koen can do? Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
She closed off all the avenues to that Kyogre play. He did drop it down at least. She got a chance to see exactly what he was planning. And there is a natural tie between both of these players. Fantastic to see Chen Pao do so well in a matchup that seems to be quite good.
Yeah, well, I mean, Koen was off to the races there, you know, was taking big KOs. And, you know, if that Baxcalibur didn't get KO'd, who knows how that could have really panned out. But what a feature match that was there in round 5. I, for one, found it incredibly exciting. But we're going to have our next round coming up soon. So we'll have a quick little video break here, and then we'll be back for our next round as soon as possible. Don't go